Hello everyone, my name is Tuyệt from Hanoi Free Private Tour Guide. Today I'm so happy to introduce you about the Ho Chi Minh Complex. It includes Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, Presidential Palace Historical Site, and the One Pillar Pagoda. And before we learn about the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, we need to know about some information, general information of Ho Chi Minh. And President Ho Chi Minh, whose real name is Nguyễn Sinh Công, was born on May 1819 in Nghệ An province. His family came from the scholar Confucius background with a strong tradition of patriotism and resistant against foreign invaders. And Ho Chi Minh childhood went through many hardships. He witnessed the suffering of the Vietnamese people under French colonial rule. From a young age, he was aware of the need to liberate the nation from slavery, and which motivated him to search for a new path to serve his country. And before the February 1911, he stopped teaching and went to Saigon to help from the Liên Thành Association. Then he studied at the school with a trained sailor and skilled worker for the Ba Sơn shipyard, and while also selling newspaper at the port and to earn the living and learn about the worker lives. And he studied there for 3 months, and after that he decided to work on an overseas chef. He could travel over abroad and learn about from the Western countries. In 1941, after 30 years abroad, Ho Chi Minh returned Vietnam and led to revolution. He established Viet Minh Front to unite on a patriotic patriotic forces to overthrow colonialism and feudalism. Under his leadership, the Viet Minh movement grew rapidly, leading the August Revolution in 1945, the fall of the feudal regime and the birth of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, a major milestone in the nation's history. However, soon after independence, France returned invade Vietnam. The country faced great danger, with French in the south and over 100,000 Chinese nationalists trapped in the north. Ho Chi Minh skillfully led the country through this crisis and directing resistance in the south while strengthening the party and consolidating the young government, fighting famine and illiteracy and solving financial shortage. And after on 2nd September 1969, after Ho Chi Minh passed away, and Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum was contracted for visitors from abroad could come and pay their respect. Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, also called President Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum or Uncle Ho Mausoleum, was the body of President Ho Chi Minh is preserved. Construction began on September 2nd 1973 at the old ceremonial platform in the middle of Badin Square, and where Ho Chi Minh once read the Declaration of Independence and to found the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. In, in 1969, after Ho Chi Minh passed away, the Soviet expert secret came to Hanoi to advise Vietnamese specialists to implementing technique, and in March next year, a Vietnamese team went to the Moscow for the formal training and report on the preservation work. And the mausoleum was completed on August 1975, and the outside is covered with gray gratine and inside used polished gray and red stone, and around it had rows where granite columns. The roof had 3 layers, and on the front is the inscription Chủ tịch Hồ Chí Minh in the dark pink stone. Surrounding the mausoleum are garden with over 250 plant species from all over Vietnam. And the mausoleum were designed to extremely durable, able to withstand bombs and earthquake up 7 Richter scale, and it also has special flood protection in case the Red River Dam breaks. And the last confirmed can handle strong medical impacts. There is even a special room to preserve the body on site in case of war. And there are two special activity every day in the mausoleum, in Ho Chi Minh mausoleum. It is the flag raising ceremony and the flag lowering ceremony. And every day the flag raising ceremony is held at 6 a.m. in summer and 6:30 in the winter. And the flag lowering ceremony is held at 9 p.m. regardless of the weather. And the flag raising ceremony has been performed daily since 2001 and to mark Ho Chi Minh 111th birthday. And do you know the meaning of flag raising ceremony? And when the national flag raised on the majestic sound of the national anthem, it symbolizes gratitude and respect for Ho Chi Minh and all the generation who sacrificed for independence and freedom. And the yeah and the same the flag lowering ceremony has some meaning, some interesting meaning. And the first, it is a mark at the end of the day at the mausoleum. And the second, it marks to the close of the peaceful day for the country and preparation for a new day, reminding everyone of the precious peace of Vietnam. And besides, it also show the respect and gratitude to Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, near the Ho Chi Minh mausoleum, you can go to visit Presidential Palace historical site. The Presidential Palace is where President Ho Chi Minh worked as leader of the party and state of Vietnam from the 1952 to 1969. And the building was built during the French colonial period, designed and supervised by French architect. And the palace was designed with the symmetry, having the large central block and the 2 side wings, and like many French colonial buildings of the same period. and it has fully Europe style, showing through its yellow painted and were and the green doors. The only Vietnamese feature in the area is the mango tree planted in surrounding garden. And at the end of the 19th century, during the invasion of Vietnam, French built a relatively completed administrative system from the central to local level. After capturing Hanoi in 1880 to 1883, French began building a new city, including infrastructure work such as the General Palace of Indochina to serve the first colonial exploitation. And when Japan overthrew the French in Indochina, this place became the residence and workplace of Japanese in the northern Vietnam. And after Japan surrendered to Allies, the French tried to take back Palace as a symbol of their return to power. And in 1852, after Viet Minh defeated the French in the Bien Phu campaign, the government of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam moved to Hanoi, the place where the used to the official residence and workplace of the president and his supporting office. And from that time, it officially became known as the Presidential Palace. Ho Chi Minh was famous never leaving and working inside the palace, using it only to receive guests. Instead, he chose to live in the farmer electrician house located behind the palace. After the 1975, the presidential palace continued to the workplace for the president of Vietnam. There near the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, there is a historical site. It is One Pillar Pagoda. One Pillar Pagoda was constructed in 1049 under the reign of King Lý Thái Tông, a merchant renewed for his devotion to Buddhism. And at that time, Buddhism was flourishing. During his reign alone, over 95 pagodas were newly constructed and many Buddha statues were restored. Notably, on major Buddhist festivals, the king would extend tasks nationwide to bring blessing to the people. And according to the legend, King Lý Thái Tông longed day and night for a son to succeed him. One day he dreamed of the Buddhist sitting on the lotus throne and reaching out her hand to welcome him. Upon waking, the king recounted the dream to his court official, who advised him to build a pagoda in gratitude to the Buddhist. And the pagoda was erected on a single pillar, symbolized the gnosis throne the king dream, and as a scale expression of the gratitude to the Buddhism. And its architecture consists of the small wooden chamber built atop a single round stone pillar about 4 meters high, and a curved tile roof, intricately curved with dragon and phoenix motif, and a square lotus pond surrounding the pagoda, symbolizing purity and Buddhist spirit. In 1954, during the First Indochina, where the pagoda was destroyed but later restored to its original appearance. And in 1962, it was recognized as a National Historic and Architecture Monument. Yeah. Uh, that's some information I give you the Ho Chi Minh Complex. I hope is in it useful for you. Yeah, thank you for listening and goodbye.